Welcome to Dregar Offroad. I'm Garrett. This will be my first video on the channel. This channel will be a joint channel between my brother and I. We hope to do some joint videos, but for now, this will be my video. I'm turning this Powerwheels into an awesome electric off-road machine. It will have an 1800 watt, 48 volt electric motor that will be more than capable for some awesome videos on the lake this winter, as well as camping trips this coming camping season. Let's get to the videos on creating this awesome machine. Hey, welcome to another video. Still working on this project here. Finally got a little Powerwheels body, a little Jeep. Obviously gonna have to be cut up a whole bunch, but it should work perfectly, I think. I'm gonna get to work on cutting it apart and cut it right in half. Should be good to cut it in half right now. And then try and fit it up. I'm gonna have to do some modifications to the steering like I thought I would. But yeah, I'm gonna cut her up and see how I can get it to fit on there. I'll do a time lapse. Little update on the body here. Kind of in pieces. There we go. It's fitting pretty good actually. Gonna have to do a bunch of work to join the back up to the front, I guess. Probably have to do some metal work, but we'll give it a shot anyways. Probably gonna cut the seat out. Probably gonna cut the seat out of this and then just rivet a piece of sheet metal on top of there, because the seat will be much farther ahead. The seat will be up here, sitting right here, right there. So yeah, I'll cut the seat right out of there, rivet some sheet metal on there, and then I'll obviously have to do some sheet metal work to join from here to here. That's going to be pretty difficult, but some progress. Should be receiving the electric motor today. The electric motor, the controller. I just got to figure out a good battery to get now. But at least I can start mounting all this stuff on, or figuring out where I'm going to put it. So well, that's a little update. I'm just going to head to the dentist, and then when I return, I'll start back on it. Talk to you later. Back from the dentist. Started mocking up the body. Forgot to cover it a little bit here, but got it looking like that. Just got to figure out how I'm gonna mount the steering wheel there into try and get. I'm gonna try and get it in that hole actually for this freaking little car, little Jeep. But we'll see. It's actually looking pretty good. But I'll do another time lapse here and try and get it all figured out. Definitely gonna have to do some sheet metal work to join the rear with the front. But yes, by the time we get that sheet metal work done, it should be looking pretty good. But I'll talk to you in a bit here. Just got the electric motor shipped in today. I'm just gonna do a little unboxing video. I've kind of peeked through it a little bit actually, to be honest, but we'll take a look here. There's the electric motor, the lever, 1800 watts, 48 volt, 4500 RPM. Motor comes with a tiny little sprocket on it. Tiny little sprocket. I had to order a new one. Won't be here till Monday now. And it's Tuesday today, so almost another week till we get that. Try and figure it out till then. The gas pedal. See how that works. Kind of looks a little cheap. Hopefully it works well. The handlebar throttle, which we won't be using, but it's there if we need it, I guess. The battery, I guess just to see what the battery has for voltage. The wiring and the ignition are the key. Pretty nice. Got the bolts, a whole bunch of bolts, washers, a little multi-tool, and a fuse block. Chain we won't be using, it's too small. If we ever use this for a bike or something, I guess. It won't be useful for us. Oh, the speed, I guess the speed or gear selection. And what is this? plug-in for charging, or battery plug, I guess it could be. And here's the brain, the speed controller. Pretty much the same as RC's, I guess. This would be the speed controller. XD60 plug. Pretty familiar with those with RC. Cool. Get it all out here so we can see it. The motor's pretty heavy for how small it is. Yeah, it's gonna be a bench cleanup night, I think, too. Yeah, this disaster. Pigtail, motor. Have to look at this. Must be a plug for a charger or some sort. Not sure. The battery. There's the pedal. The handlebar throttle. Tools, bolts, chain that we will not be using. Bolt ignition, and the gear selector. Anyways, that's the unboxing of the electric motor. We'll see how it goes. See how the installation goes. I'm gonna do a bunch of tube bending here. I'm gonna build a cage. Last night I managed to get reuse the old foot. I don't know, what do you call them? The original, whatever you would use for your feet on the quad. I just flipped them backwards and notched the bottom here. I don't know if you can see. And it notched the bottom right there, and then notched it up here, and then cut a little bit off of here, obviously. And then now I can put my foot. I'm gonna take this old plastic piece off. Put my foot pedal in here, and then I'll do the same thing over here. I'll do not sure, oh, it's right here. I'll do the same thing over here. Put this over here, like that, and then I'm gonna planning on putting the motor right here. But we'll see how it goes. If there's room, I would like to almost just put it right here, right above the sprocket, so I can use as little chain as possible. I don't really have an abundant amount of chain, but we'll see. If I can make it sturdy enough here, I should be able to, I think. We'll see. Have this all bolted back in. I want to change this up a little bit. I think I'm going to cut this off here, put these up straight, and then I'll use these to help mount the the seat. So I'm gonna make a little piece that goes from here down to here, weld that in, cut these shorter, weld these back on. But I managed to get the shock that Drew gave me in last night. It's coming along slowly but surely. I'm gonna refab this steering column up here. I got the bender there, tube bender. I'm gonna use that to do a bunch of bending tonight. I'm gonna build a cage to join the back pieces for now until I get some plastic to join it up to the front, and the front is on. That's gonna be a task to try and do that. But we'll see how that goes. Might have to draw some pictures or something, try and get it figured out. But as of right now, that's the plan. But I'll do some more time lapses, and yeah, everything previous has pretty much been cut off and redone. So it's kind of been just a practice up until now. Now that we got the motor and the body and the rear shock, now that I can actually hold my weight. Yeah. Eventually we'll need new tires, and then we'll have to work on the brakes. The brakes are gonna be the next thing after all this. I got the disc, but need the caliper right here. Get a caliper to mount on there. So to track one of those down for one of these Chinese quads, and figure out how I'm gonna do the braking. Be nice to do a foot brake, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Anyways, that's the update for today. I'll do a little time lapse here and we'll get to her. Well, another day working on the project. I noticed I completely messed this up yesterday, but it's going to work to my advantage, so I can use it to build bracing for this seat mount. So I mounted it to the axle, not thinking about how the shock and everything pivots right here. And so, but at least it's here, and now I can do my bracing off of here, and hopefully do bracing from here to here, and then hopefully that bracing's enough. I'm really hoping it works out, but we'll see. I'm gonna do some more time lapses today. Hopefully we can get some more in progress today. I gotta build. Still gonna figure out how I'm gonna mount that rear part of the body. And then I'm gonna build a cage from the front to the back. And then I gotta work on steering yet. There's quite a bit to go on it yet, but we're making progress slowly but surely. I'll talk to you in a bit. Made a little progress on the build last night. Just was pretty tired last night, didn't want to make a video, but I'll make a quick short update here. We got this. This is what it's looking like so far. Got the bit of a start on the cage on the sides here. Got the back kind of figured out where we want it. Get this all off. Kind of got the back of the cage kind of figured out. It's all just tacked right now. Going to got that side figured out. Got this all figured out. This I'm just gonna put a few more braces right here. Brace from there to there, there to there. And then I'm gonna put some more bracing in the cage here. From here to here. Probably do like a little bit of a arch up, just to give a little more room. And then gonna got the just got that mounted to the I don't know, what do you call that, the floor, I guess. There, and then got this mounted in here. This foot, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here for a floor. The pedal is gonna have to go in right here, but I kind of want to have it sunk in a little bit. So we'll see what I can do with that. And then the motor is gonna have to go right here. Go right here, just like this here. I got the new sprocket on order here. Just gonna wait for it to come in. Just gonna sit just like that. Kind of something like that. Back a bit right there. I'm probably gonna have to lift it up a little bit just so the chain can go around that. Go around right here. So you can go around that, and then should sit pretty well. I might even have to come back a bit. Right there somewhere. Might have to sit. So yeah, I'll get this cage, most of this cage figured out. I'm gonna put a brace across from here, sorry, from here to there, and then it'll sit right in here. I'm gonna have to smooth all these cuts up and stuff here on the plastic, but it's gonna sit right along this edge here, right along there. And then after all that's done, we gotta work on the steering yet. The steering's gonna be a son of a gun, but should be all right. I might order a little kit so I can get a couple more U-joints in between. Probably gonna have to put a U-joint at the base here, and I need another U-joint up here, and then I gotta put a piece of pipe with some bearings or bushings in it to support the steering wheel to come out right through here, right through there, and it'll come right out there. It's actually gonna come out right through the steering wheel for this. So that'll be a task, but I'm gonna continue on this cage here, and then I gotta weld all this out yet. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, a little update, and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit later. I'm gonna do a little bit of a garage cleanup, and then start on the truck here. But yeah, we'll do a little some more time lapse, I guess. Talk to you in a bit. Another eventful night on working on the project. Got the rear cage, whatever you want to call it, I guess, built to support the rear of the truck. Let's see if we can get a good view. There. All supported. It's not welded out, just tacked together. But finished welding out the rest of it. All this down there, down there, down there, down there. Just got all this tacked together. These supports and the rear support there. But yeah, it was a long night. Gonna continue on it again tomorrow night. Coming along, making some progress. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Got a couple more supports put on tonight. We got this one and this one. I was hoping to get a little bit more done tonight, but I gotta do an orientation for a new job I'm starting here. So I did 2 races tonight, but should be more coming up. I want to put another one right from here to here, here to here. And the same on the other side, I guess. There to there. And then the cage will be pretty well done. We'll see how much tubing I can get. I'd like to put one from here around back to here. Nice to put one from here to here, and then from here to here. But we'll see. It's pretty time consuming doing all this cage work here. But we'll see. And then it'll be on to the steering. And obviously I'll have to figure out some way to join the rear from here to here. I don't know if I'm gonna buy some plastic and mold it or what we'll do, but we'll see. Maybe some tin or some sheet metal or something. Use a brake to bend this, get these curves in here, get these body lines. Probably be the best or the handiest anyways. I know Drew on his, he molded some plastic, but we got quite the gap here. It's about 18.5 inches to fill between the body, between the rear and the front. So we'll see what we can come up with there for another night. Let's see what we can get done tomorrow night, but I'm running out of material here too. I just got this little piece left here. Should be able to do one brace right there with it. And then I'll need some more, depending on if we're gonna do the second row here. It's coming together good. And then once the steering shouldn't be too bad. Gotta cut all this out of here. This is gotta change. All change. I gotta put a U-joint down here. U-joint to another U-joint up here. I was gonna use this little piece here because I got it bent enough that bent enough that it'll line up here. Line up with the, like that. It lines up with the hole here. Or just like that. But it's kind of a jimmy rig setup. And then I can weld the pipe in, a chunk of pipe in here with some bearings to support the, right here. Chunk of pipe with some bearings to support the steering column. Be nice to make a new piece. Just make it look a little better. But yeah, all that's getting cut out of there. This, it would have worked pretty good, but I can't get enough flex out of these U-joints I got. Wherever they're at. In the tub of parts here. Right here. These U-joints, I can't get enough flex out of them. There is a kit on Amazon I was thinking about getting, but be nice to use what I got here. Got another one too here somewhere. Anyways, that's another night of work. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Well, just finished the cage for right now. It's probably going to be the end of the video for this first part of the series for this build. I'm just going to go over what I did, I guess, and I'll just go into it in a little bit of detail here. So we started out, well, initially I got this, or I had this as a full quad and cut it up about 2 years ago, and it's sat in my garage ever since. And now that we've started the YouTube channel, I've decided to use it for content, and now we're to this point now with it, and it's gonna be quite a bit more work yet, but I did put the whole cage in. The only thing that was originally the quad is this beam here, pipe here, and this, and the original, I'm not too sure what to call this, the rear axle, whatever, and all this right here, this is all original, and then the front is pretty much original except for these two that I just welded in. And yeah, these came off. These were facing the other way. This was on this side for the footrests for the quad, and this one was obviously over here. I had cut these out. These were in here, right, like that, but I had cut them out for a different project. So, but I'm gonna be putting some more braces in here. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do yet, because the foot pedal has to go in right here, and I gotta make something it's just a little awkward with the tight space. But I'll come up with something. The motor, like I was talking earlier, it's probably gonna be the location for that. And then we gotta come up with a location for the battery. And the battery's probably gonna be pretty enormous. I was thinking maybe if it's slimmer, not too sure. Might have to make a battery tray next to the motor here, right along here, beside the motor. Motor sits there, battery tray here. We'll see. But yeah, this all has to be welded in, yeah, but I'll do that off camera. This is all needs to be welded in, these braces. And yeah, next thing will be either the electronics or the steering. One of the two. The steering might be a little bit simpler now that I got a few things, but we'll see. I got two U-joints, but one's blowing out. So I'll maybe weld the bottom one in, cut this shorter, this steering column. It's just mounted down here into this. And then these freaking tie rod ends are shot too, so I'll have to replace those. And yeah, replace the tie rod ends. It's kind of I don't think it's a real good steering system myself. It's all mounted onto here, onto this nut. This nut's holding everything on here, which gives it quite a bit of play, as you can see. I don't know. We'll figure something out there. Maybe put a bushing there or something a little bit better, or redesign the whole thing. One or the other. We'll get that done, and then yeah, I'll show you what it looks like with the body on here. I cut the floor out of this today, actually, too, out of the body. The floor was still sitting in there, but that's how it looks without the floor. And then, yeah, there's quick to try and get that steering to come up through here. Need at least 2 U-joints, and then I'll have to make it some kind of support in there to hold it. And then the rear. It'd be nice to put some lights and stuff in there. That would be down the road. Rear and the seat. Let's put something on it. I'll hold it for now. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna mount all this yet too. That's what it looks like for now. That bar ended up sitting pretty good here. Brace here, sitting pretty good. Yeah, and then the other task is finding something to fill the void here, from here to here, in the body. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Right there. Looking pretty good. And then we'll have some more videos coming up on these units as well. This is my little RC crawler and my rock bouncer, as well as my 07 Mega Cab. We'll be doing some videos on that as it needs some repair. This is my first ever YouTube video, but I apologize if it was a little hard to get through, but it's going to be quite the adventure, as this is way out of my comfort zone. But that's what life's about, is getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that you don't normally do. Anyways, I'll see you on the next video.